like a newbie or whatever, and I had stepped away from this my PBS trying to get it started for about a good month now. My MSI instructor is Kathleen. So she had me, we got back in touch and, this week, and she wanted me to go back in to check my link out on my pages. So when I went into online finds, I think, yeah, online finds or whatever, to try to get my pages up, I couldn't find it. So she was like, well, I'm going to set you up this class on Saturday so Sheila can show you how to do it. So.
Okay. So are you trying to find your website in particular?
Yes, yes.
Oh, so you can't find your website.
Right.
Link.
Okay, this morning I went in, well, when I was talking with Kathleen a couple of days ago, I was telling her it wasn't coming up. But this morning when I went in, I found the online finds, but I don't know how to get to my pages to check my links.
All right. All right, give me just a minute. Let me see if I can find your website. Do you mind me going into your website?
No, ma'am, I do not.
Okay. So it's Michelle Bush.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, give me just a second to find you. All right, I'm just going to verify some information when it pulls up, make sure I got the right one. Are you in Pekin, Illinois?
No, ma'am.
All right, that's not you then.
You spell my name as M-A-S-H-E-L-L.
That's why it came up the wrong one.
Okay.
Michelle.
Michelle. M-A-S-H-E-L-L.
Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me go put that one in there because when it pulled up a different instructor, I was like, let me see. There we go. Jacksonville.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So let me get your information here. All right, so I'm gonna go and share my screen.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask you if this is what you see when you log in.
Sorry.
So when you log in, is this what you see?
No, that is not what I see. I don't see my dashboard.
And so all right, so what you've done is you've logged into the retail side. So yep. So you need to log into your number and it should have WP-ADMIN.
Okay.
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 So go and see, and you're gonna have, I'm gonna PM you. Just give me a minute. Let me stop share. So I'm gonna get this information and send it to you, what you need.
Okay.
So let me get into the chat. And you're going to have to write this down because you can't copy and paste out of chat for whatever reason.
Okay.
Okay, so I sent you a direct message on chat, in the chat here on Zoom. And that's your information you need to log in.
Okay.
All right. So if you can't get into, so this should, as soon as you click on that information, this is where it should bring you.
Okay.
Okay. And then from here, you'll be able to manipulate because you should have your new, your delete cache, all that information. You're going to have your post, which is going to be your home page, and your pages, which is going to be every other page in your site. If you go to your visit your site, once you come to here, then you're going to have this. You're going to have all of your category pages.
That's the page I see when I log on.
All right. So you're in the retail side, which means you can't do anything.
Right.
So then all you're going to do is come to your cooking food and wine. You're going to go to fine wines delivered to your door. And you should have this dashboard right here up there. And then you're just going to click edit page. And it's going to put your site in edit mode. And then from there, you'll be able to go in and modify your page. You can also put your links in there from here. But from that other screen, you're not going to be able to. So if you ever come to your site and you don't see that black toolbar running across it, that means you're on the retail side.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Did that clear everything up for you so far?
Yes, it did. Because Kathleen was trying to tell me how to do it, but I just wasn't comprehending what she was saying.
Yeah.
And so, I guess I kind of frustrated her a little bit. She's like, I'm putting you in this class on Saturday. So she can show you. I'm like, okay.
It's fine. You can come here every Saturday. We are here every Saturday unless I have a family get together or I'm on vacation. But most of the time, even on vacation, I have my laptop with me. So, but we're here every Saturday. You can jump on and ask your questions, get some information, and just keep learning. Yeah.
All right. Here. Thank you so much for letting me know that.
Yep. Yep. So now that you have the link, just jump on. We're here like I said, every Saturday from 1 to 3. Even while I'm going to be in Destin, I'll probably have class unless Rory has us out somewhere. So,
okay.
All right. So good. All right. Perfect. The one thing I do want you to look, incredible online finds. I want you to really think about, and this is something I tell all of my students, and I tell everybody that comes on to this class. Remember, your site is uniquely yours. So you want it to represent you and what you want people to discover about you, your writing, and your products. So your title should reflect who you are. So you can't do anything about your 2d40.com. That's your registered business site. But you can change this name to anything you want. Like mine's Shot with Mama Chief. Emilio's is Shot with Archangel. I forgot what George's is. I haven't had to go in his too many times. Miss Levette, she has a great one. What's yours, Miss Levette?
Shop with Levette.
No, it's not. She's got a beautiful one. Where'd she go?
I'm here.
Yeah. Here. What's your website name?
Hope at 4t87.com.
Yep.
So HOPE at 4t87.com.
So you see, she's got hers is different, just make it uniquely yours. And you don't have to do it right off the bat. You got time to think about it. Go ahead and continue modifying and editing your pages. When you figure out and comfortable with your writing style, that's usually the best time to go in and change your title.
Okay.
Okay.
All righty. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Sheila.
Yes.
This is Gloria again.
Hey, Miss Gloria, how are you? You weren't here last week, or you came and left.
No, I had something to do, and
gotcha.
But
what can we do?
I don't like to miss this because I need it really bad.
There you go. What you got for me today?
Okay. I'm still on this wine page, and I think I have. It's called Broken Links with the new pages that I added.
Okay.
And I thought that I saw on your video the fix broken links, but I couldn't find it again.
Yep, there is a video on there to fix broken links. If you're using the broken link checker. Are you using the broken link checker? That website?
I don't think so. No.
All right. So how do you know you got a broken link?
Well, because I tried to open it.
And it what?
Yeah, it's showing this site can't be reached.
Okay. What
that
is your page?
What do you mean?
What's your the page that you're looking at? Give me your link.
Find
Post,
one.
post it in your chat, the link to your website.
Okay. Post it in the chat.
Mhm.
Chat.
No, Mike, Zangy is not the Prime One chat. There's a different one. I will get you the link for that. It's actually Prime One chat now. They bought it out.
Well, I'm having a hard time with this.
No worries. You want me to go find it for you?
I think I got it. That,
Yep.
okay.
All right, so let me go in here. All right, so I am on your site. Okay, there's some things right here I want to tell you about. Just looking at it, these 3 pictures are a little too close.
Too close to.
You got too many right there with that video.
Okay.
So if you like this image, then you can move it down somewhere. But because this is such a short article right now, you only need about 2 images, especially with 2 videos in there. You only
Okay.
need 1 image because you have the 2 videos, or write more. Okay. All right. So this is what I'm going to do. I am going to go to the broken link checker. And I am going to put in your website. And I'm going to tell it do distinct links only.
Okay.
And this is a program I use probably about once every 2 or 3 months to go in and see what links have changed. If they're broken, which means that either the company's gone out of business or they've shut down their site for whatever reason, or it's no longer a valid site. Sometimes they get bought out, sometimes they go under, sometimes they get out of the affiliate program, marketing program. So we never know why they go out, but we need to make sure that our links are valid. So this is a great program to use. I'm going to copy it up here and put it in the chat. And all you need to do is click on the link. And once it pops up, then you can just save it so you will know where to go and find it the next time.
Okay.
Okay. So it's there for everyone. That's one thing you want to do is before you do Google AdSense, that's the one thing you need to do before you apply. Because if they find too many broken links, they're going to deny you. I don't care how good your writing is.
Why?
Why would they deny you? Because they're saying that you are doing a false advertising. You're offering a product that they can buy and it's no longer there, whether you are aware of it or not. It's still on your site, so you're responsible for that information not being correct. So
the links break by themselves?
The company, it's not themselves, it's the companies that own them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have to just kind of check our pages all the time to make sure that everything is working?
Not all the time. Like I said, I do mine about once every 2 or 3 months.
Okay.
I run one about once every 2 or 3 months. You definitely want to run it if you're trying for Google AdSense. Before you try for Google AdSense, you want to run it like right before you apply, fix everything that needs to be fixed, run it one more time, and then go from there. All right, so, and this checks everything in your site, including drafts. So you see right here, this has a number beside it. So this is where you have a draft that you didn't put a title in before you started writing or copied over an image or a page. So we'll look at these. These are the ones that it's finding, but we're going to find the one. So all of these that say ID 1 like this, I know this is Rory's page, and LSM 007, we no longer use that. Rory actually shut that site down because they didn't want to pay him correctly. They went up on their pricing. All right, so right there we have a broken link that says brunette that goes to Rory. So we're going to make sure we get that out of there. Talking toddlers. So I'm going to show you how to use this broken link checker once we get it pulled up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's still running.
Can you do this again later, Sheila?
It's recording. You can go watch the recording.
Got it, got it.
Yep.
I didn't, because I had never heard about this.
Yeah, this is something you do. You still have a lot of pages that need modifying. This is something you don't do unless you are getting ready. If you've totally gone through your whole site, like she says, she's already clicked a few links,
Yeah.
they're not working. So I'm just going ahead and showing you how to go in and find out where you have broken links. If you haven't modified a page, you're definitely going to have a broken link, especially if it's still a copied, because they still are using the brunette links. Like I can see here, anything that has the LSM 007, that's a brunette marketing. We don't use brunette marketing. This right here is Valentis. It says brunette. That's Rory's Valentis link. And it's not correct. So we want to make sure that link's not correct. We want to make sure we get all of Rory's links out.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to learn this one.
Yeah.
I have 200 of them.
Oh, yeah. I haven't done mine in a while. I'll probably end up doing that sometime this week.
Oh, let me know when you do yours and I can ask you questions.
Oh, you can ask questions because we're going to go through some of these for her and I'm going to show you how to read it.
Okay,
So you can go and find what you need to fix.
that's good.
Yeah. And it just depends on how many pages you have. Like it tells you there, if you got more than 3,000 pages in your website, then you have to go through them. This is a free site, but if you have that many, then you have to buy their program. Because that's a lot. I have about 320 pages. So I'm a long ways from 3,000. But still it takes it a good 30 minutes to run mine.
Sheila,
Yes, ma'am.
did you learn all this like kind of on your own, or you just super smart?
No, I'm going to my instructor was I can't hardly talk about her because she's gone now, was Miss Debbie. And she passed away this summer. She actually passed away in February while we were at our event.
Oh.
And she was amazing, but she knew how I was. I'm the type of person, I have to research everything. Even though you tell me that it works and how it's supposed to work, I'm one of these people, I have to literally physically look at it, see it, do it myself, find the kinks and work them out for it to stick and for me to really comprehend it. It just comes from my anal disorder that I have, that I'm OCD that way. So she basically left me alone. Not deliberately. If I needed her, she was always there. I mean, I could call her on the phone. I can send her a message and say, hey, let me know when you're available. I got a question on something, but I didn't let that stop me. Just because I had a question, I went ahead and did something else until she came back. I watched those videos that Rory had. I took apart what I needed. I went and did research on other stuff to see how I could work on things. I went to the affiliates and looked at their links, looked at people's questions that they had on there from the different responses. But for the most part, I was on my, I did it myself. I never missed a meeting. I never missed Paul's training. As soon as I knew Paul started training, I didn't miss a Saturday or a Thursday. I was at every meeting. I took notes on things I didn't know. I didn't understand. If there was a video on something, I went and watched it. I took notes on the video. I stopped something if it said something I didn't quite comprehend, and I would rewind it and go back and listen to it again. But that's how I learned. I'm a visual learner. You can tell me things 50 million times, but until I see it and do it with my own hands, it's not going to make sense to me. My husband gets so mad at me when he gives me directions and he'll sit there and talk and I'm just looking at him. I was like, you're wasting your breath. You better write it down on paper. And he's like, you've been there 100 times. I was like, yep. And you're going to write it down 101 times, one more time. And I don't go anywhere without my Google Maps. I even though I have it put up on my phone, I also have a GPS on my car and I programmed the address in, and I have saved addresses. I can do it with my eyes closed, but I still want to make sure I don't miss anything. So I'll pull it up. So same thing with my website. I research, I go back and look at trainings. I still don't miss a training. If Roy says be there on Tuesday, I'm there on Tuesday. He says be there on Saturdays, I'm there on Saturdays. It's just one of those things. I'm not really super smart. I just do a lot of research and I take copious amounts of notes.
Okay.
If it's something I don't understand, before I ever reached out to Debbie, I made sure there wasn't a video somewhere that I could watch and see it being done. And I can go and look at it again and again and again. A lot of people, they'll go straight to their instructor and they've only looked at something one time and it's like, I didn't get it. And I wasn't one of those. If I didn't get it, I was like, okay, what am I missing on this video? Because the video shows you everything you need to do. It's just a matter, are you missing that one little step? Probably about the 5th or 6th time that I watched it, I was like, oh, that's what I missed. Because they either went so fast or I was either writing something down and missed a step because I was writing. So that's the thing that I just suggest to everybody. Exhaust every resource you have. And then if you can't not still get it, then go to your instructor and say, hey, I've done everything I can. This just isn't clicking for me. What am I missing?
Okay.
And wait for them. But don't wait just for that answer. Go and do what you do know how to do and continue working. Because I promise you, if you are continuing to work, something's going to click from another page that you're working on that's going to help you understand the one that you missed.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Good. All right, so you have so far, they've done 169 links. Out of that, there's only 23 that's bad. That's not too bad. This one here is a direct sellers. We no longer have direct sellers, so we need to make sure we get that out of there.
Okay.
And it won't let me do anything until it finishes, or I could show you. So these things right here with these percents in there, that means it's a copied image, and this is the information from that image. It's not really a link, so it's telling you it's a bad host, meaning they can't go to that link. All right, so we can actually, I'm afraid if I hit stop, it's not going to continue with what it has here.
Okay. And I got another question about that page that maybe at the bottom, it has I think it's not at the bottom, almost at the bottom. It's talking about right here.
Okay.
Do we have to have that on our post, on our page?
On this one, they want it there because they want people to come to the wine and dine. But you don't, if you don't want it there, you really don't have to have it. You can mention it and just put the link to the wine and dine. You can totally take this off. You can put it in another page that's talking about wine and say, oh, if you want to experience some wine and food pairings, we got this great program you can listen to called the Wine and Dine Show on Facebook, so, or on Zoom. So it really depends on you and how you want your flow of your page. Because this one, technically your fine wines delivered to your door is supposed to be your sales page for the wine. But again, you can make it how you want to make it. You can make it all about talking about wine and wine taste. You can make it talking about wine and preferences. You can talk about wine and meals. Again, it really depends on you and how you want your page to flow. That's just information that we included because we want more people to be aware that we do have a wine club. You can come see it on Wednesday nights and see how we pair it with our programs. And the reason we want people to be aware of that is once those infomercials start, they're going to be promoting the Wine of the Month Club, and they're going to be promoting the Wednesday night wine event, which is what they're going to be calling it. So our wine and dine. So that's why you want it on your page, because people's going to start searching wine and dine.
Okay.
You know, and you want them to be able to find your page. And you're not really going to be competing with other people. You're basically getting more exposure because you're going to have a page out there. And the more you've advertised other stuff, then your page can come up faster in the search than somebody else's.
Okay.
Okay.
I just find it hard to try to modify the information that he put up there about the wine and dine. Other than the title, I mean, I can't really change too much about this paragraph.
This right here, and you don't have to change the information. I want to get in there, but I'm not. The way you can change this is make it a list. You can say, join our Zoom meeting, our live Zoom meeting every Wednesday to see our wine and dine show. And then you can make a list.
Okay.
You can say, are you in PST 5:30, 7 MST 6:30, or 6:30 MST time? So you can list the times out and make it look different, but still have the same information. You can say, oh, by the way, here's the link if you have Zoom, and put your link down there. So you can rearrange the information to look however you want it to look and still include the information that they need.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
You make it sound so easy.
Well, sometimes you're going to run across the page and you're going to be like, man, this information's really good. I don't want to change anything. And it's not really changing the information so much as how it looks.
Okay.
Because you're going to run across pages that we used to have for the TV, one of the TV programs we did. And that was one of the things everybody was having trouble with was, well, we want to let them know that they have options for these TV channels or these TV programs. We don't want to take anything out. The good thing about that is you can rearrange the list and put all the sports channels together, all the news channels together, all the action TV, all the kids programs, and not really change the list or remove any of the information, but reorganize the list. To Google, that looks like a whole different page. And then you're going to put a heading at the top that says children's programs. Here's a list of all the options you have for children's programs. And then you're going to do your list. And there's going to be information there. And then you're going to say, oh, by the way, if you like action and adventure, we got links for those too. And then you're going to show all the different programs or listings that you're going to have for the free TV that they can see those crime dramas, you know, and things like that. So it's all a matter of perspective of when you look at it. That's why I always say, read your whole page first, walk
Okay.
away, come back and read it again, and then say, okay, how would I present this page if I'm telling somebody about it?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still have my student, and he's agreed to come on one of the Tuesday night calls. I just got to see when I can get him on there, because he gets up real early. He takes care of his 2 boys, and his wife works nights, so he has to make sure when she's working that he takes care of his family. But he really wants to do it, and he's a truck driver, and he literally writes his pages down on a notepad. He carries a legal pad with him everywhere he goes. And like he says, he will write down, he knows what the page is talking about, and he'll read it. And that's the last time he reads it. He will get his notepad, he writes his title down, and then he writes based on what he remembers from the page. And then he comes back and modifies it.
Okay.
So that's why I say, if you know the general idea or the general flow of how a page is needing to be presented, then all you need to do is keep that idea and then write how you would express that idea. Then come back and change everything if you need to.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. All right. So You're completed. You only have 28 broken links, which isn't too bad. Okay. So
Okay.
the one thing you want to see is when you look at this, it tells you where the page is found and it tells you the server error. 404 means that the page isn't there anymore. Bad host means they couldn't connect it. It doesn't exist, that there's nothing there. Timed out usually means that they tried and tried and tried and it's not there. They can't get the link to pull up. That usually means the company doesn't exist anymore, or they don't have an affiliate program. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the ones that say all these direct sellers. So we're going to look at the direct sellers right here. All right. Where's it at? And it says it's an image for Merlot. So it tells you right there what you're looking for. You're looking for an image and the keyword on it's Merlot.
Okay.
So the URL tells you the URL that it came from. So you're going to click on that URL and it's going to pull up your page. Okay, so there's your page, Merlot and Chocolate is Heaven. So you're looking for a picture that the words Merlot. So since I'm not the admin on here, I can't go in and look at it. So it's going to be one of these wine. You can see right here, it says Merlot. There was a picture supposed to be there. It's not there, but the link's still there.
Okay.
So that tells you right from the beginning, you're going to need to go to this page and you're going to need to find where this shows up. And it's just going to be a broken link. It's going to probably be an image or a blank block that's not available anymore. And you're just going to be able to go in there and get that information out. Hold on, let me show you what I mean. Give me a second, because
You get rid of it?
I don't want y'all to see her information. So yes, she's not visible to you
Actually,
guys.
This one is not my
Okay.
page.
It's in your website. That's not the one you're working on. All right,
Okay.
you're in New Bern, Miss Gloria.
Yes.
All right, you're not too far from me.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm in Charlotte.
oh, wow. That's pretty close.
It is. It ain't too far.
No.
So, but yeah. So let me get this in here. Give me just a minute. My computer. I know it wants me to wait. I'm waiting. I just need to copy. And we're going to go in and look at this page. And hopefully it'll let me get in there. All right, so now that I'm in there, I'm going to go back. Okay, so we are here and I want to go back to Merlot. So I'm going to do the URL. And see, now that I'm at the admin, it pulls me up on this page. So it says Gloria Online Emporium, Merlot and Chocolate is Heaven. So this might be a page that you haven't quite got to yet.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to look and see if I can find this picture again. So there's that picture right there. It says Merlot. So then we're going to go to our edit page. And we're going to see what it looks like in edit mode. Okay.
Okay.
So once it pulls up, so anything that looks like this, most of the time it's going to be a video. It could be other copied material, but we're going to keep on looking and see where that picture is. So here's something right here. Let's see what this is. So this right here is copied material. Whenever you have this right here, you want to make sure you immediately go in and recopy it. So we're going to recopy this. We're going to open up a new block, if it allows me to. And we're just going to get a paragraph block and we're going to paste that in there. And that way you can modify it. And then I'm going to remove this. So there, that took care of that. All right.
Mhm.
So now we're going to find where that white, see right here?
Yes.
That's where that showed up. So we're going to click on that and we're going to remove it. And that should have taken care of that. But now we want to go through and check our wine, all of our information, because there was one here that said, and that was the one that said wine ambassador. So I'm going to look at this link. I mean, it said direct seller. So you're going to check all your images and check your link and make sure they all say wine ambassador. So you've modified this to wine ambassador, but you see what you haven't done? Anytime you're sending them a link outside of your page, you want to make sure you click this open in a new tab.
Okay.
If not, whenever they click on that link, it's going to take them away from your page and they might not find you again.
Okay.
So same thing with your image. You're going to click on your image. You got your link. You're going to hit your drop down. You got that one open in a new tab, so that's great. So we're going to check that one. That one's perfect. That one's good. All right, so you got half of it that says direct sellers and other half says wine ambassador. So we're going to get rid of this and just break that link. And then we're going to copy this link. All right, computer. I'm going to copy this link. And then we're going to come and do the other half. Put your link back in there. Oh, it did direct sellers. I don't want direct sellers. Is direct sellers here? No, it's wine ambassador. Okay, so why is it giving me direct sellers? All right, so we're going to go here. There we go. Open a new tab and save. So now you got basically two links that's going to the same place. So you see this little S right here? That's why it was giving me that warning, because this little S still says direct sellers.
Oh.
Yeah, so everything that has a link in it, and this is the best thing to do for this, is we want it to all be one link. So we're going to break this whole link. Okay, and then we're going to come back in and make it one complete link. So now you don't have to worry about that. So this is one of those pages that we're going to go through. See, there's another one that said direct sellers. And you're just going to break that link.
You broke the link by just clicking on that little picture?
Yep, by clicking on this little icon up here, as soon as that will go away, it breaks your link. So that says wine, fine wine. See this one right here, you got too many pictures together, but like I said, you haven't got to this page yet to modify it, but there's entirely too many pictures on this page. So that says wine ambassador. That says wine ambassador. And see right here, it says fine wines, but no picture. But there's going to be a link. So if you click on this link, it says wine ambassador, but there's no picture here. So you want to remove this block. And when you remove the block, it removes the link.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that. Perfect. So this is one of those pages you're going to go through. But yeah, anytime you want to remove a link at the top of the block. So this one has been set into classic. You want to convert these to blocks and preview. So again, this is one of the ones that was copied over. You're going to copy it. You're going to open a new block. Paragraph, and paste that in there, and then get rid of this information here because you don't want any copy material from the other program. So now it's there. So say you want to remove this link. Every block that you create or open has its own workable tabs up at the top. So it has its own instruction code. So anytime that you have a link, the link icon is going to be lit up. If you don't want it there, you just click it and it unlinks it.
Okay.
All right. So, but we'll go back. You can add that back in there.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and update it. But this page right here has entirely too many pictures. It has too many images in there. This is one of the ones you want to have a look at. So then we're going to go over here and we're going to look at your fine wines page because you said it had broken links in it, right?
Yes.
All right. So let's see if it lets me. All right, so we are on your fine wines page. And we are going to go into our edit page. All right, now here's the one thing that I tell everybody. Don't use one word, use a one-word link. It will get lost in the message. So you got here as a link,
Mhm.
they're going to lose it. So
Okay.
you want to make sure and since this is in the middle of the page, I would actually move it here. You want their last option in the first paragraph to be join, to join your program, not at the top, because then they won't read any more information.
Okay.
So, and then you want to make sure it's a phrase, but not your key phrase. Okay. So this is our video. We're going to hit preview. All right, it's got wine of the month. So this one's here. Let's see what you have here. All right, so let's click this. So that takes us to your wine ambassador. So that works. So yours is numbers, mine's a name. So that kind of threw me off.
Okay.
All right, so that's where you want to come here. Like you have your little links right up under here. You want to make sure your pictures linked too. So perfect.
So
Perfect.
the words and the pictures need to be linked.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
But well, I didn't check them all. I only checked the recipes because I wanted to make sure if someone clicked on it that they could.
All right, so this right here. All right, so what has happened is, did you create a page for grilled beef?
No.
All right, so where are you sending them?
I'm sending them to the, I want to say the Murloc new page that I made.
All right, so you don't have that there. So we're gonna get rid of this. Get rid of that. Okay, Chardonnay wine and great recipes. Is that a good page? Nope. All right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get rid of that.
Those
So,
were the ones. Yeah.
So you have a page already in your website, right?
I guess. I think you published one of them the last time you went in. I think it was the Murloc, the Chardonnay.
The Chardonnay. All right. So if you haven't created a page yet, you can't link them.
Yes, I have a Murloc page and a Chardonnay page.
All right. So you want to do which one do you want to go where?
Okay, the first one is to my Murloc page.
So the grilled beef, chicken, and pork loin.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to show you the easy way to do this. Once it clicks and you highlight it, you're going to click your link and you're going to type in Merlot. So which one of those did you have? You got Merlot and chocolate is heaven. That's not yours?
No.
All right. So we have to see what the name of your page was.
It's Jesus. I just had it up too.
Is it wine? Does it have wine in it?
I
Found your Chardonnay page.
Okay. Here we go. Murloc, excuse me, Murloc wine with tasty recipes. And
Now, is that in draft?
let's see. Just a second. It says, it doesn't say. How would I know if it's in
When you
draft?
pull up the page, does it have update or does it have publish at the top?
Publish.
All right, then that page is still in draft. You can't link a draft page.
Oh,
So as soon as you hit publish and follow all the scripts that it tells you to do, let me know.
okay.
And then I can show you how that's going to immediately pop up.
You want me to do that now?
Yep.
So hit publish.
Go ahead and hit publish.
Okay. And it says is now live.
Yep.
And it got the page address. It said what's next and then page address.
Right there. There's the page you were looking for.
So that is the link that I would use.
Yep. So we're going to put that link there, and now that's linked. And then you want these right here with your Chardonnay, right?
Yes.
All right. So then we're going to highlight that. We're going to click our link, and you're going to type in Chardonnay. And if you don't see the page you're looking for, that means either your page isn't finished, which means you have it in draft, or you have it the spelling different or something. But so now you have these linked and it should be good. So there's your wine ambassador.
Okay.
So now we're going to look at this, and this is going to be that other video. So now you should be good. So you shouldn't have a broken link. So the good thing about this is that was an easy fix once we knew where it went. Now I did see some things in here that we need to fix.
Okay.
Like your picture right here. You don't have an alternative text, which means Google can't use your image to advertise your site with. They can use your image on images, but if somebody double clicks it to see where it came from, it's not going to go anywhere. You always want your alternative text to be the same thing as your key phrase.
That was my other question.
Yeah.
Run that past me one more time.
Okay, all of your images, because your website is live on Google, you've given Google permission to advertise your images under Google searches based on your key phrase, okay? However, if you don't put a phrase under alternative text, they don't know where to list your picture. In other words, people can't go to Google Images. So if you go to Google and you type in Google Images, all right, so we're going to go to Google Images and say, I want to look for wine. It's going to pull up every image that has wine.
Okay.
Now, underneath that, it tells me the website that this came from, this picture came from. But because you didn't have an alternative text there, your image would have never shown up under the search for wine.
So when I copy and when I want a picture and I download it and I have to do the sentences under also?
No, you don't have to do a text under each picture. You don't have to do that. The only thing you do need to do is when you click on the actual image, over here on the right-hand side, you have image settings. This alternative text should never be blank. It should always have your key phrase in it, which is going to be whatever you set your page for your focus key phrase. In your case, you have wines. If it's blank, Google can't use your image for searches. So like I just showed you, when people go in and type in wines, your image would never show up in Google Images. So that means, say you wanted your picture out there for people to be able to see and to come to your site, it wouldn't show up here. But now say this one right here, all I have to do is click on this image. If I double click it, it takes me straight to the website that this came from. By you not having alternative text on your pictures, that wouldn't happen, because your picture would never show up on a search.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I think I got it this time.
All right. So, and we're going to check and see, like this one, here's another one. All right. So you can do fine wines on this one. Okay. This is another one. You can say, so everything should have a link that they can go and literally sort your picture in a category to be searched.
Okay.
And you want to use your focus key phrase. You will get a message if you have too many images. It will tell you you got too many images. I already know this one has too many images, even though you probably won't get that message. Just because of the writing that you have, you're all green and green, which is perfect. Your readability, you got sentences that are more than 20 words, you need to fix that. Your
Okay.
flash score is great, but if you fix this right here, it's going to go up even more.
Okay.
All right. So you want short, concise sentences.
Thank you. I think I can finish this page now.
Perfect. Yeah, I would go in on some of these that you can expand on, like the recipes. I would actually include one of your recipes here. Include. Yep. I would actually put one of your recipes, you know, say, oh, if you want more of these, then, you know, visit my recipe page. And because you already have it, and you say, here's some great recipes to pair with the Merlot wines. And you're going to have these right here. I would literally come here and put right here. Come on, babies. Like where we are right now, I would put one recipe or put my favorite. And we want this to be a header. And we can do a heading 3. And then here you're going to put all right. And then from here, I would actually list one of your recipes that you have with your Merlot wine right here.
Okay.
That will give them a little incentive to say, hey, I want to try that. Let me go see what other recipes she has. Anytime you list anything in a page, you want to give them an example of what they can find when they go to your other pages. So even if you don't have the recipe listed there, say you have the one for the Merlot, you have 3 different ones right there, then find another one that you've used, maybe not on your page, but you can have another recipe to say, hey, this is one of my favorites that you haven't really cooked with. And then at the bottom say, oh, by the way, follow the list up above and see more recipes.
Okay.
Okay.
So when I list the recipes, like right here where you put that sentence, and when I list it, make it a link.
Yeah, you're going to send them back to this link where it came from. But when I say list, do your recipe, you're going to say my favorite grilled beef recipe, or my grilled beef recipe is my favorite. Here's how you make it. And you're going to list out the ingredients, and you're going to literally tell them, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you did a list in your other page, then you want to make your list a little bit different because you can't have repeated pages information. You can even put it in paragraph form. It's really up to you. And then at the bottom say, now pair this meal with my Ricard Merlot or whatever other Merlots that we have that's come out. And then say, I hope you enjoy it. Try some more of my recipes. And then again, when you say try some more of my recipes, send them to your recipe page, just like we have up here.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And that goes for everybody. Whenever you make reference to something that you're doing, definitely link that page, that reference to the page you want them to go to, but don't just leave it like that. You want to give them a little taste of what they're going to find there so that they do get an interest to click your link to see what it is. So if you have a great chicken recipe and you have like 4 or 5 recipes on that page for chicken recipes, take one of them or even one that you didn't use and put it on the page that you're creating as a reference so they can see what they can find when they go to the other one. That's one of the great things that you want to be able to do is you want to pique their interest. And most people, when you pique their interest, they want to see what you're talking about. They want to read what you're talking about. And then if you have a picture of what your recipe looked like after it was cooked, include that. So you don't ever want to just make a reference and a comment. They're going to say, okay, well, what did she use in it? You know, maybe they don't have time right then, but they want to see what you're talking about. So always allude to that. Just like with the Zleem and the sleep, you can say, hey, you're losing weight while you sleep. Let me give you an example. I've been taking it for X amount of weeks and I've lost 4 inches here, 5 inches here. You know, let them know. You can say, but your body might work differently than me. You might not have as much to lose. Maybe just need great sleep, but you still get the same point of reference from taking this product. You know, so give them a little bit of information along with them just clicking a link. Don't just let them have to click the link to go read more about it. Your whole pages should be teasers to get them to the next link to actually buy your product.
Okay.
All right. But
Thank
so
you.
far, so good. I mean, like I said, the only, like, I would just come in here and either write more content so your pictures make sense where they are, or eliminate the pictures. Because this is a great picture right here, fine wines and great recipes. I wouldn't move this one because this actually goes with your recipes, dining, and wine. This is one I would definitely leave. These two up here, if you're not going to expand this content, I would remove one of them.
Okay,
Okay.
got you.
All right. Perfect. You're
Thank you.
welcome. So who's next?
I just fixed
Mr. George, go ahead.
at last.
Can you unmute, George?
Yeah, I just did it.
Okay.
I have a page that I created. It's from one of the I think it's from CJ affiliates, and
Okay.
I put a couple pictures from the company, and what it did. Let's see if I can get back into it here. When I go to the product and click on show links, I have my choice of a click URL, JavaScript, or HTML. Now, what I did, I copied the HTML, went to the page, the edit page, and pasted it in as an HTML section. And above the paragraph comes up the HTML, move it around, and preview, which puts the picture in. Now, and if I click on the picture, it goes directly to the pages advertising the product that I have the link for. But there is no place for me to put the stuff on the side, the picture information. It just gives me on the side. It just gives me a custom HTML. There's no attributes that I can put in.
It doesn't, and it's because it's not a picture. You used a code.
Okay, so I don't have to worry about that.
No, you don't have to worry about it because that's a direct link. That's what an HTML code is literally coding that picture so that when they click it, it automatically links to your account. So in that instance, you won't have the option, and it will not be searched on Google. It won't come up as a picture because it is code.
Okay, then I'm all set with that.
You're all set. Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Who's next? Anybody got any questions they want me to go over? Anything else they want me to show them? Miss Levette, I did do a GMAS training last week, and I'm going to post it hopefully tonight for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm doing another Response Magic posting.
Okay.
And I'm reading I was following your video, and it was saying that I could have a magnet on each page of my website.
No, you can have, you can put a magnet in your content and have a different one on each page, but you can't have one in the sidebar.
In the content of the document. Yeah.
Yep.
You can have it in each page of the document, but not on the sidebar.
Right. So the
Oh,
sidebar, you can only have one on the right, one on the left. But if
Mhm.
you wanted to put one, say in the middle of a page,
Mhm.
then you can do it one or two ways. You can copy the HTML code just like you did for the sidebar and put it in there, or you can get the UR link, squeeze link, and link a word, and they can click on the word where it says register here for more information, or hey, sign up now and be on my mailing list, and put the click URL or the squeeze link, just like you do a link for your website or your affiliates.
Okay, so
And-
instead of having that big bar
Yep.
in the middle of the page, I can put the squeeze link instead.
Yep.
And when they click on it, it'll open up and
Yep.
they can fill that out.
Yep.
Thank you very much. Now I can.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
But yeah, you can create, like I said, I got what, 17 or 18 of them. And
Mhm.
some of them I do. I have the link, the squeeze link. So when they go in and I can say, hey, register here and be on my mailing list. So you can get updated for upcoming information. And when they click on it, they can see, I think one of them I have for the Vela Vita, one of them I have for the Wine Ambassador. I think I have one for the Valentis. Some I've created on my own. And uploaded them. They have to be YouTube links if you're going to put that video, but they get to watch the video, and then there's the registration form right there.
Now with the squeeze link, do you have the video there and then the squeeze link underneath, or how do you
Yeah, so I'll
suggest
show
putting in
you.
the squeeze link in the middle? Yeah.
So the squeeze link is just that. It's just the link. It's not going to show anything on it. It's just going to be a link. But
Right.
when they click it, let me get, come on. There we go. So when they get it, so let's see where I put one in. Is this where? So if they do the squeeze link, so here's the video. So they're going to see the video, and I always like to do this one first, which is the vertical, because then the video shows up on top. Okay, so then they can watch the video. If they like what they see, then here's their registration form. And once they fill out and click it, then it goes to my Zlean page for sleep and weight loss. So if you have those videos, they should be in your website. If you don't have them, go to rory3.com. They're on his Zlean page and Wine Ambassador page. Just copy the URL link from the YouTube channel. You want the URL. You don't want the embed code. And then where your response magic code asked you for a link, when you're going to create an opt-in form, down here where it asked you for the video link, you're going to put in that URL, the video URL, and it only can use YouTube. It can't use Vimeo or any of the other ones. It has to be used to YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have two different ones. Like I said, you can use this, the vertical or the horizontal. The horizontal, the picture shows on the side. I think it is the way it goes. Yeah, the horizontal, it shows on the side, and then there's the form. I always like it to be vertical so they can see the video first and then sign up.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
But it is open though. When you put the link in there, it is opened up to the, okay.
Yeah, so when you put the link in, I can go here to one that I don't have a video on. If you click the link, then it put one. I did have one. Oh, video is not available, so it's gone. I don't know where that one went to. I can't even remember what it was on. But yeah, it will have the link up there. And just like you did with anything else, it'll be there for them to sign up. It's just not that big, huge one in the middle of your page.
Okay. Very good. Thank you. I
You're
have to go
welcome.
to bed. I'm tired to think. Said I'll ask her tomorrow.
Oh, no problem. All right. Bye, Miss Michelle. She had to leave. All right, Miss Luana. Luana, I can't say your name today. Go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, great. Thank you. Now, whew. I guess what my problem is, I'm just not understanding. Like, what I have a question about is what you were just explaining to the lady before me.
Uh-huh.
And I'm still having trouble with this whole response magic and the squeeze and the register here. Like on my homepage, I still haven't been able to get the homepage to do any kind of thing with the register here that I have on that page. And I'm having trouble understanding it. So
Okay.
I just wanted to know, the video link that you sent me today, is that from last week's class where you had explained it step by step?
Yep. It should be, because that's the only one I have for the response magic from the 24th. I think that was the 24th.
Okay, all right. Because I think I just need time to go through it and try to do as you said, you know, and try to do it step by step and see if I can actually do it.
Yeah.
Because there's so many things that I have that's not quite right. But today's class was excellent because it helped me to know how to go in and check for the broken links and the things about the links and the photos and all that. That was so helpful.
Well, thank you. Yeah, your response magic is just this is going to be this code right here. And most people just put one and put it on the right and left. They don't create multiple codes. And you don't have to. You can just put one and put it on the front and the rest of your pages and just have that one. And it's just going to be a link that you're going to get when you go to your response magic, and it pulls up this code right here.
Mhm.
And you're just going to copy that, and you are going to go to your widgets. Once you get that code from your response magic, you're going to go to your widgets and you're going to click on the text. Okay. Now you're going to see up here in your widgets bar, you have the left of menu and you have the right content sidebar. The left of menu is your home page only. Okay. Which is the first page. When you click on your categories, it says home, you click on that, that's your home page. So everything that's on the left of menu is your home page.
Mhm.
Now, the right content sidebar is every consecutive page in your website outside of the home page. So technically you can have two distinct response magic codes. Okay. And then all you're going to do is click on this text. And when it opens up, it's going to ask you, do you want it to go on the left or the right? Okay, you don't need to worry about footer 1 and 2. We leave that for Google to advertise in. Okay, so you want the left of menu. If you click on that, depending on how many text bars you have, you're going to click add widget, and it's going to drop down to the very last spot in that column. All right, you don't need to put a title. If you put a title, it's going to show up above your magnet, and you don't want that. And you're going to see these two tabs that say visual and text. Since our information is in code, you want it in text. Okay. And then all you're going to do is paste that code here. You're going to click on done and then save. All right. And then if you want to do the same thing to the next one and put it on the right side, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to click on another text tab. And this time you're going to choose the right side. And you're going to click add widget, and it's going to do the same thing. It's going to drop open. You don't put a title. You're going to click your text tab, and you're going to copy your link that you got. It should still stay the same, so nothing should have changed. You're going to hit done and save, and that will save it, and it's immediate. It's one of those things that as soon as you hit that save, it shows up in your site. So then when you go to visit your site, you're going to have your home page should pop up, and you're going to have your magnet right here. Then if you go to any of your other sites that you want to go to, because you put it on the right and the left, if you have the same one, then it's going to be on every page of your site. I have two different ones. So I have the one in the front, and then this one shows up on all of my other pages. And I switch them out every once in a while.
That one says men's. Would that
Yeah.
show up on the pages that's not for men's health?
Yeah. Yeah. You can't change that.
Ah,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
You can't
so-
change that.
Okay. Now, why does it not show the ones that are supposed to be required? I'm not sure if I have mine basic set up,
There's
So
not,
that like you
there's
have to
that,
have,
you're thinking wrong. That's, you can't, they don't regulate that based on what the content of the page is. That's a set feature. It doesn't change based on the content of your page.
okay, very good. But
Yeah.
when I do my setup for it, Sheila,
Mhm.
I'm not sure if I clicked on the required things that they need to do in order for me to get a response from them. Like, how do I do, should I start over again? Then make sure I asterisk the
Yeah, if
certain
you don't,
things I
yeah,
need.
yeah, if you don't, and this is totally up to you. Just from experience, most people, if you demand or highlight that they put their phone number, they're not going to put it.
Right.
I leave that as an option for them to do. I definitely want their name, their phone number, and their email. So I make sure that's red and asterisk. I also want the state. I don't ask them their full address. That's not required. But if I have their state, then I can pretty much guess where they're at, especially if they do give me
Time zone.
yeah, their time zone. If they do give me their phone number voluntarily, then that means I can pinpoint when I can call them and be in my legal time range. But
Okay.
I do not ask them, to give me their phone number, because most people will click off of it if they have,
Mhm.
if they're demanded to give that.
Right.
That to some people, that's a bit too much personal information. But they're okay with giving me their first and last name and email. And then you decide what you want. You don't want your list to be so long that they get tired of asking, filling it out. You want it the basic information that you need. You, like I said, your basic information that you need is their last name, first name, last name, and email. You put their
Okay.
phone number there because some people will fill it out.
Yeah.
I always ask for their state. And then if you have a pertinent question, say like, if you want it, you can do a custom and put in the question, are you in the market to lose weight? Do you enjoy fine wine? How often do you travel? Are you planning your next vacation? Then that way, based on their answer to that question, when you start marketing to them and sending emails to them, you know what to market them with. If they're saying, yeah, I can lose about 10 pounds, you're like, okay, I know I can do Velveeta and Zleem with them, and Valentis. They say, yeah, I'm trying to plan I'm getting married. I got to do a honeymoon, and then we're doing our family vacation. Then I was like, okay, I need to set them up with Sephora.
Thank you.
So there's different things that you can do. You can make as many magnets as you want, but you don't want to have so many that you're like, okay, is this the one I really need? If you got one already made and you're like, okay, I did that one wrong, delete it, get rid of it so it's not in your queue, so that you're not mistakenly downloading it again.
Okay, thank you. So how do I know where I have said it is going to be required? Like the little red asterisk don't show on the website.
No, it won't. They can't leave without filling it out. Only you know what you asked it.
Okay, and that would be on my original one that I filled out for the opt-in?
Yeah, when you go to and do your opt-in, it has the asterisk. You have to click on that asterisk to make it red.
All right. That is so helpful. Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much. I
Yeah,
have
there's a-
1,000,001 questions, and someday I would like to try to do a session with you, but I know you're really, really
Yeah.
busy. So, and I'm not actually your student. You're just kind of taking me on. So
Well, that's
I
why I said
appreciate it.
you can come to these classes and you can ask your questions and we will get them answered. That's what we're here for. If I
Thank
have
you so
permission
much.
to go into your site and you give me permission, I can go in there and pull it up
Yes.
and we can work straight into your
Okay.
site and see how you do things. So,
Okay.
so that's what we have these here for, because like I
Thank
said,
you.
I'm a visual learner. And
Thank you.
you can ask Emilio, you can ask George. Sometimes I'll pull it up and I say, all right, I'm gonna walk you through it so you
All
can
right.
do it. And if you're doing it, it sticks better than you watching me 50 times do the same thing. And it's
Yes,
like, I still can't get
exactly.
it. But the minute you put your hands to it and you're doing it, your body remembers those steps. It's nature. It's like
Thank
you're
you.
doing it, your body, your brain is processing what you're doing, it sticks.
Yes, indeed, indeed. Thank you so much. This is
You're very
awesome. So
welcome.
I'll try to work on my homework and then I'll come next week with, is it next week? Yes, next
Well, I
Saturday.
think next weekend is Mother's Day weekend. Congratulations, Miss Levette. So I may not be here. I have a mother and a mother-in-law I got to spend time with.
All right. Well, then
So-
that gives me 2 weeks to work on
Yep.
it then.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
and
go
my
ahead.
first name is Ethel, but I don't really use it. My middle name is just Luann.
Lou Ann. Okay. I
Yeah.
knew when I said it, I was like, that's not her name.
You making it prettier than it is, but that's nice.
See, I was giving you a Jamaican accent, Luana,
Yeah.
It's that southern drawl.
with a southern jaw. There you go.
Thank
You
you
are-
so much, Sheila.
You're very welcome.
You're awesome.
Thanks. So y'all have any other questions you want me to go over, or anything you want specifically for
I
your
just-
site?
I just have one question.
Yes, sir.
On the person that I'm supposed to meet in about 2 hours,
Uh-huh.
you said just to get him to the go.
Yep.
.com. Okay. And after
Yep.
that,
I'll send you the link in your Skype so you know where to send them to, but don't just immediately go send that. You want to rebuild that rapport. So go back and do your BRT. Ask them, did you get a chance to see everything? See if they have any questions. I'll probably be in the middle of driving because I'm going to go to my grandson's and husband's ball game. They're playing like right across the street from each other. So I'll be driving, but if you run across something that you really need help with, Skype it to me while you have him on the phone, and I can guide you through it.
I'll yell, but I don't think you'll hear me.
Type a message.
Oh yeah, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So, but you got this. You know what to do. You've been on thecalls.com. You're good.
Yeah, I know, but it still goes through my mind. Well, what
I
if?
know.
What if?
What if?
I mean, once they go into that, then if they follow the instructions, I just tell them after that, wait 48 hours for your website. And I'll get back to you and we'll set up a time.
No, you don't tell them to wait 48 hours. You just say, now I'm going to send this information to our technician. And as soon as they have it up and ready, I'll give you a call.
Okay.
All right, now highlight your link. Copy it.
Okay.
All right, now delete it. All right, now highlight where it says register here for updates and information. Then paste your link in there. You got to paste your link first. And then open a new tab and then submit. All right, you didn't hit submit.
Okay, let's go back here. Oh, I see, with the link, you mean?
Yeah, you got all the way through and then you didn't hit your submit.
I didn't bring down the link, right?
No, take that out. You're going to take that out. We're going to link your words, your phrase, not that. So you want to copy that link and then remove it. Remove that link. So
okay, it's already here.
no, you're going to remove the link, hit backspace. You're going to remove that whole link out of that page, out of that sentence. There you go. Now highlight, now highlight that sentence.
Okay, I got you. I got you. Paste. Paste. No. Okay.
And submit.
Submit.
There you go. That's what you, there you go.
Okay.
Now I want you to click on the link. You're going to right click it. And you're going to open open link in new tab, where it's up at the top where it says open link in new tab. No, not there. Right click on your link again. Now you see on your commands on the right,
Yeah.
hit open link in new tab. So now go up there and click on that tab that's opened.
Yeah, that's what I got before. I don't know why this is here.
Did you copy? Click on the link. That's the video. All right. So where did you get the video from?
I have no idea. I don't know why it's there now unless it's the, I don't know. That's why
All
I
right.
said,
So yeah, so what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to go in and you can't edit it. So you're gonna have to take this, literally delete that link because the video is not working.
and I don't know what the video's for. Okay,
It was probably the Zlene video. Because that's what I'm thinking.
okay, all right.
Yeah. That's
Okay, well,
Priscilla. Okay.
hi, how you doing?
So
Good.
that's what I would do is I would get that link, that magnet, and you're gonna need to delete it and start over. Because somewhere there was a video got pasted in there that's not working.
Oh, I know which one it is. I know when I originally, I know what it is.
Okay.
You said today that when we're putting a video in the response app, you have to use the URL and not the embed.
Right.
So that's probably what I did. I used the embed instead of the
Yep.
URL.
Yeah, it has to be the URL and it has to be a YouTube URL. Can't be a
YouTube.
Vimeo.
Okay. Now the one that that's there is the YouTube.
I don't know. The code didn't tell me where it came from.
Okay.
But
It's
you
the
can't
brown and
use
white
it.
one. Yeah, the brown and white one. The brown one. Never mind. I'll fix it. I got it.
Yep.
Not I'll come back next week.
There you go. All right. So
Okay,
you're
thank
good.
you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Okay.
So you can stop share. Then we'll see who else has another question. I see somebody in chat.
Okay.
All right. All right. So guys, I think that's all I have for today. Unless anybody has anything else they want to go over. George, how you coming on your pages? How's it looking for Response Magic getting close?
I'm
I mean,
getting,
not Response Magic,
I'm
Google.
getting there. I'm, as soon as I get it done, I'll post the pages up for you. I'm working on it every day,
Okay.
and I'm spending too much time on that and ignoring some of the other stuff that I have to be doing too.
Schedule it, schedule it, schedule it. Only you need to have, put it on your schedule when you want to work on your pages.
Yeah, I've been up till 1, 2 o'clock a couple of nights.
No.
George.
I'm only allowed to do that.
I hear you, George. That's why I had to go to bed last night after that Response Magic. I said I can't.
I've just got my box of Zleem, so starting tomorrow night, I'm going to start taking that. So
I'm telling you guys, it hits me. Some people say it hits them 30 minutes, 45. Now says it takes them about an hour, 10 minutes. I'm like,
Yay!
There you go.
Yay, that's
and
wonderful.
I don't sleep. So it took me, I took it like the other night at 12, and I was like, okay, I had to get up. I always get up and fix the kids when they stay here, some breakfast, fix them a lunch bag. I fix my husband his lunch. And then usually the baby wakes up and my daughter's getting ready to go to work. My husband was literally hitting me. Are you going to get us up today? I was like, oh, okay.
That is wonderful. That is great news. You
So
haven't
it
been able to
is.
sleep in
And
years, right?
I've never been one to
That
sleep.
is
I don't sleep
wonderful.
deep. I sleep very light, and I still slept light. But when I got up, it was like, okay, I didn't feel groggy. My daughter has lost 23 pounds,
Excellent.
Wow.
and she's
That's
been
great.
taking it for 5 weeks.
Wow.
Cool.
That
She's one of those people where I was talking about. She's below 200 now, and she's
Great.
ecstatic. She's like, Mom, I got. She was this morning. She went to her dad's ball game, and she's like, look here, look here. And it took me a minute. So I was like, oh, them new jeans. She said, no, they're old jeans.
I'm going to have to change my V shipment from the brain. to the Zleam.
Well, we got the combo. I do the combo pack, and I'm telling you, there's something about doing the combo that speeds up that process.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it is,
Very
because
good.
there for a while I was just doing the brain, and then it was like, okay, I'm gonna just do the Zleam. She's been doing the brain and the Zleam from the beginning, and there's
Yes.
just something about it. I don't know if the processes work better together than separate, but I've actually started, when I ordered this last time, I got the combo instead of 2 packs of blank brain, because I was like, I don't sleep anyway, but I did the combo, and I can tell a difference when I wake up in the morning and I take that brain. It's like instant alertness, whereas
Yep.
before it was like it took me a little bit to come around. So I think there's something in there that they work better together than separate. They still work better. They still work good separate, but there's just something about it being together.
Yep.
It changes something.
Yep. And that's what Rory was saying too. When he was talking about it, Rory was saying the very same thing. That is so good. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for everything. I'm
You're
going to
welcome,
sign off.
darling.
Thank
So
you,
we're going to
everybody.
sign off early. And like I said, we may not be here next week. Just look for the chat. If you're not in my student group chat, let me know. I'll add you. But as of right now, we're not going to meet next week because it is Mother's
Okay.
Day weekend.
Thanks.
Miss Levette,
Yes, ma'am. The
great
Lord-
honor. Please keep me posted on it. If somebody takes videos or pictures, post them. I want to see them. Miss Levette's getting a great honor. She's been recognized at her
Oh.
church for an outstanding mother.
Great.
Congratulations. Happy Mother's Day.
thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank
And
you.
all my ladies there, all your moms, like I always say, whether you have your own children or you always took care of somebody else's kids, you're still a mom because you have that loving, nurturing nature. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. Happy Mother's Day to you.
Yeah, you got more children than what you believe. All of us
Yeah,
are
you do.
your children. So happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you.
Happy
I
Mother's
had an
Day.
aunt. She never
If
had
you
any
are here-
children, but everywhere, every time we went to her house, she had all the neighborhood kids at her house. And she
Yeah.
was like, I don't have any kids. And I was like, yes, you do. Look around here. There's not
Yeah.
an empty
There they are.
space.
But that's
And
what
you're,
the
I
Bible
said, and you're
says.
cooking, you
Yeah.
got Kool-Aid. I was like, you have everybody in the neighborhood here.
Yeah.
So, but she was the house you went to in her neighborhood, and she didn't,
Yeah.
she never had any kids. So
Well, that's just like you.
I love kids. That's why my daughter actually, was getting ready to start a new job, and she was looking for daycare. And
Aw.
I was praying. I was like, Lord, I didn't mean to pray that way, but I did.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
she finally come back. She's like, Mom, she said, why do I want to go do a job like that and have to leave my baby? And I was like, well, God puts you where he needs you to go. He don't want you to go to
That's
that job.
That's it.
Oh,
Okay.
that's great. That's
Happy
great.
Happy Mother's Day.
All right,
Bye-bye.
guys. See y'all later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
If you are on next week, I have to be away, so
Okay. Well, be
have,
safe.
have a happy Mother's Day.
You too. You be safe wherever you're at. I'll be on the calls tomorrow. So anybody that wants to jump on and make some calls, jump on, starting at 11.
Sheila,
Okay.
Yes.
Tomorrow?
Not tomorrow.
Monday.
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 Monday. Tomorrow
Yeah.
you get to take off.
Yeah. No, tomorrow I'm gonna set up my
Do
grill
other
in the
things.
yard. My husband got his boat back yesterday after being gone for 6 months. So who
Wow.
knows? After church tomorrow, we might be on the lake if it's pretty.
Oh, that'll be
Wow,
nice.
that's nice.
That'll be nice. Enjoy it.
Yeah. He
Sheila,
got
Okay,
new, he
bye-bye.
got new carpet, new trolling motor. I mean, it looks like a brand new boat. And I was like, okay,
Oh,
whatever.
that's so good.
So,
Do it. Do
Okay,
it. Do it.
bye-bye.
all right, bye y'all.
Bye-bye.
Sheila,
Yes.
I have a question, but it's kind of private.
Okay, well, when everybody jumps off, you can stay on.
Okay. And I don't know.
finish, Sheila. When you have a chance.
All right, I'll give you a buzz, Mike.
Okay.
You want me to just jump off and just wait
Yeah,
for you?
just jump
Okay.
off and then we might do a quick Skype.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
Sheila,
dear, what you need?
look, I know that you do the PBS blogging system.
Mm-hmm.
I have nobody else that I can ask this question. I'm in the IBO program
Uh-huh.
and I don't know what's going on, but I'm having problems the last 2 or 3 months with me getting my check. I'm seeing fictitious things happening in my business bank account.
Have you reached out to Jim Fran?
Well, that's what I was gonna ask you because I had information in my phone and my phone broke, so I lost all that information.
Get with your MSI or your instructor. They have, or you can just go on Skype and look up Jim Fran,
Jim,
F-R-A-N.
okay, and he is what the
He
top?
is the lawyer that heads up for that. And if there's anything going on, you let him know, he will fix it immediately.
And you said go on Skype
Yep, he's on Skype.
and
And
because
just go into search and look for Jim Fran.
okay. And one more question.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible for you to be able to change instructors?
No, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, you're good to me, so I'm not talking about, well, you're not my instructor. I wish you were. Thank you. That's
Well,
all.
honey, you can come to my class anytime, ask any question you need, and I'll make sure you get all the help I can give you.
Okay, and can I come on Thursdays also or on?
Oh yeah, Thursdays is open for everybody,
Oh,
just like
Okay.
Paul's class was.
okay. I will be in there sometime, maybe not all the time, but every Saturday that I can.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome. We're leaving, Miss Estelle. We just
Have a-
got finished. We were telling everybody Happy Mother's Day.
Oh,
Thank you,
Summer.
Sheila. Have a
Well,
great
thank you for letting me in anyway.
Have a
And
great-
are you gonna have class next week?
No, next week is
Okay.
no class because it's Mother's Day
Oh,
weekend.
okay, all right,
Yeah.
great.
So
Thank
I'll
you.
post today. You're welcome, Miss Gloria. You have a good weekend.
You too.
All
Bye-bye.
right. So, but yeah, Miss Estelle, we're getting ready to hang up, and I'm going to the ball field.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Oh, well, thank you for letting me in.
All right, dear. Well, you have a good one.
You two enjoy the game.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.